Hello, good day viewers, welcome back once again. Today we are going to solve for the value of x and y in the following given Diophantine equation. You know why I call it Diophantine equation? It's because we have two different variables involved in a single equation. And guess what? We're going to solve for the integral values, right? Now, how did it know that x here cannot be equal to 0, right? And also y cannot be equal to 0. You know why? If x and y equals 0, then we have here 1 all over 0 plus 0, which is 1 over 0, and that is undefined. And again, 1 over 0 times 0, which is 1 over 0, which is not defined, right? So whatever we're solving here, x and y cannot be equal to 0, right? Okay. Now from the equation, we have 1 all over x plus y equals 1 over x times y. Now we're going to cross multiply. From here, x plus y times 1, that will give us x plus y. This is equal to xy times 1, that will give us xy. Okay. Now from here, let's move this term at the right hand side to the left hand side. You know, that will become negative, right? So this will be negative xy, then this is equal to 0. Now, see what I'm going to do. I will first group the terms at the left hand side as follows. We have x minus x times y, then plus y equals 0. Now the next step is to subtract 1 from both sides of this equation. X minus xy plus y, then subtract 1, then correspondingly subtract 1 from the right. Right? So from here we can factor out x here because x is common, right? So we have here 1 minus y. Then from here, if we factor out a negative 1 here, the signs will change, right? So this negative 1 become positive, then positive y will become negative y. And from here, this is equal to negative 1, right? Okay, now from here, we can factor out 1 minus y, then we are left with x minus 1, right? And from here, this is equal to negative 1. Okay, now we have two cases involved here, and we have some nice conditions. Now, if x minus 1 is greater than 1 minus y, then we will have that, you know, this negative 1 here, we can write it as negative 1 times 1, right? So if x minus 1 is greater than 1 minus y, then we have that x minus 1 must be equal to 1. And the 1 minus y, right? So we have y minus 1 is equal to negative 1. So from here, if you solve for x here, x is equal to 1 plus 1, which is 2. And from here, if you solve for y here, y is equal to 1 minus negative 1, which is 1 plus 1, and that will give us 2. Now, the other case here is if 1 minus y is greater than x minus 1. Then we have that 1 minus y is equal to 1, and the x minus 1 will be equal to negative 1. Now, from here, if you solve this equation for y, we get y is equal to 1 minus 1, which is 0. And from here, if you solve this, x is equal to negative 1 plus 1, which is 0. And recall that we said this earlier, that x cannot be equal to 0 and y cannot be equal to 0. So according to the question to solve for integral values of x and y, we find only this solution, that x is equal to 2, x is equal to 2, and y is equal to 2. So these are the only integral solutions that satisfy the given Diophantine equation. Thank you for watching. Please kindly subscribe. If you are new here, please turn on the notification button so that you'll be notified anytime we upload new video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.